Tales of Iron 2 Whiskers of Winter is the anticipated sequel to the action RPG developed by Oddbug Studio. Set in a brutal, hand-drawn world, players assume the role of Arlo, heir to the Warden of the Wastes, embarking on a perilous journey to the north to confront the Dark Wings. The game introduces 6 new biomes, each filled with formidable enemies and challenging boss battles. Enhanced gameplay features include a day-night cycle, crafting and base-building systems, and the ability to imbue weapons with elemental effects.
Fangs sharp as steel, and a thirst for vengeance that will not sate. There's a time for heroes. That time is over. The kingdom needs a warrior. Forged of the
Phantom Brave. The Lost Hero is a tactical role-playing game developed by Nippon Ichi Software. As a sequel to the original 2004 game, it continues the story of Marona, a young girl with the ability to communicate with phantoms. Set in the oceanic world of Ivoire, the narrative follows Marona and her new companion, Apricot, as they confront the sinister shipwreck fleet threatening their homeland. The game introduces enhanced mechanics, including the Confine system, allowing players to bind phantom allies to objects on the battlefield, and a fusion system for combining characters and items to create powerful abilities. The art style has been updated, offering a vibrant and immersive visual experience.
Marona washes ashore on a not-so-deserted island, where she meets Apricot, the daughter of a legendary pirate.
Please, somebody help this girl! Please!
In hopes of reuniting with Ash, Marona decides to team up with Apricot.
Donkey Kong Country Returns HD is a remastered edition of the classic 2D platformer originally released for the Wii in 2010. Developed by Forever Entertainment, this version brings enhanced high-definition visuals to the Nintendo Switch, revitalizing the vibrant environments of Donkey Kong Island. Players join Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong on a quest to reclaim their stolen banana hoard from the nefarious Tiki Tak tribe. The game features 80 levels across 9 worlds, including additional stages from the Nintendo 3DS version.
And all sorts of other stuff that only a Kong can do. Plus, check this minecart. That's totally
Robots at
awful.
Midnight is an action RPG developed by Finish Line Games, set in a retro-futuristic world with a distinctive cassette futurism aesthetic. Players assume the role of Zoe, a resourceful and agile protagonist navigating the desolate planet Yob, which was once a luxury destination, but now lies in ruins. The narrative-driven experience involves uncovering secrets about Zoe's past while battling hostile robot factions and corrupt bosses. The game emphasizes intense combat mechanics, exploration, and a rich storyline, all presented in a stylized visual design that pays homage to mid-20th century futuristic concepts.
No, you must shut it down. Or set it free. Robots at Midnight. Wishlist now.
Star Wars Hunters is a free-to-play, team-based arena combat game developed by Zynga's Natural Motion Studio. Set after the fall of the Galactic Empire, the game brings together a diverse roster of characters, including bounty hunters, rebellion heroes, and Imperial stormtroopers, each with unique abilities and playstyles. Players engage in 4 versus 4 battles across iconic Star Wars locations, utilizing strategic team compositions and dynamic combat mechanics to achieve victory. The game emphasizes fast-paced action and cooperative gameplay, appealing to both casual and competitive players.
Are you ready to squad brawl?
Aloft is an upcoming cooperative sandbox survival game developed by Astrolabe Interactive and published by Funcom. Set in a world of floating islands, players can transform any island into a flying ship, exploring infinite skies either solo or with up to 8 friends. The game emphasizes a relaxing, pressure-free survival experience, allowing players to gather resources, build homes, and care for animals. Unique mechanics include the ability to navigate the world by controlling the wind and restoring the environment by cleansing islands of dangerous fungi. Aloft's serene atmosphere and innovative gameplay aim to provide a fresh perspective on the survival genre. Memoire. The Oath in Felghana is a remastered edition of the acclaimed action RPG developed by Nihon Falcom. Originally released as a reimagining of the 16-bit classic Whiskers et Thrin, Wanderers from Euphrates, this version enhances the original with high-definition visuals, remastered music, and additional voice acting, including newly recorded lines for protagonist Adal Kristen. Set 3 years after Adal began his adventures, the game follows him and his companion Dogi as they return to Dogi's hometown of Redmont, only to find it besieged by mysterious forces.
I suggest you leave at once.
Ender Magnolia Bloom in the Mist is a 2D Metroidvania game developed by AdGlobe and Livewire, serving as a sequel to the 2021 title Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Nights. Set decades after the events of its predecessor, the game takes place in the land of Fumes, where artificial life forms known as homunculi have become corrupted due to toxic underground gases. Players control Lilac and a tuner with the ability to purify these corrupted beings.
Your adventure, becoming your companions and lending their aid. What awaits Lilac and the homunculi at the end of their journey? Find out when Ender Magnolia...
Eternal Strands is an upcoming action-adventure game developed and published by Yellow Brick Games. Players assume the role of Bryn, a young weaver on a quest to uncover the secrets of the ancient Enclave civilization. The game emphasizes elemental manipulation, allowing Bryn to control fire, ice, and telekinesis through a magical cloak, facilitating both combat and environmental interactions. Set in a richly detailed world powered by Unreal Engine 5, players will encounter colossal adversaries and engage in real-time destruction, rewarding creative approaches to challenges.
Select your next quest and customize your gear before venturing out through the Loom Gate on your way to discover the fate of these shattered lands. In the Enclave, you can climb and interact with nearly everything you see. The mantle, the magical cloak on your back, grants you control over frost.
Hyper Light Breaker is a 3D cooperative action RPG with roguelite elements developed by Heart Machine and published by Ark Games. Set in the Hyperlight universe, the game serves as a prequel to Hyperlight Drifter, taking place decades earlier in the Overgrowth, a procedurally generated open world. Players, known as Breakers, are tasked with overthrowing the Abyss King and restoring balance. The game supports single-player and multiplayer modes, with up to 3 players collaborating online. Gameplay features include a blend of melee and ranged combat, hoverboards, gliders, and wall climbing for traversal. The Stone of Madness is a real-time tactical stealth game developed by the Game Kitchen, known for Blasphemous, in collaboration with Teku Studios. Set in an 18th century Spanish monastery, players control a group of inmates attempting to escape while managing their sanity. The game features an isometric perspective with mechanics that include stealth, exploration, and psychological management. Each character possesses unique abilities and mental afflictions that influence gameplay, requiring players to adapt strategies accordingly. The narrative unfolds through environmental storytelling, immersing players in the historical and atmospheric setting.
Truth of what happened here. This place is cruel, unnatural, like a maze that never ends. Our minds have become as much of a prison as the crumbling walls of this monastery.
Dynasty Warriors Origins is an action RPG hack-and-slash game developed by Omega Force and published by Koei Tecmo. Serving as a prequel to the long-standing Dynasty Warriors series, the game explores the events leading up to the Yellow Turban Rebellion, focusing on the rise of Zhang Jiao. Players engage in large-scale battles characteristic of the series, utilizing a variety of weapons and abilities.
Justice, but have no way to achieve it. Tearing down the system without providing an alternative is mere wanton destruction.
Sniper Elite Resistance is the latest installment in the acclaimed tactical shooter series developed by Rebellion Developments. Set in France during 1944, the game presents a standalone narrative running parallel to the events of Sniper Elite 5. Players assume the role of Harry Hawker, an agent of the Special Operations Executive tasked with undermining Axis operations deep within occupied France. The game emphasizes stealth, strategic planning, and precision shooting with the return of the signature X-ray kill cam that graphically showcases the impact of successful shots.
All crew, prepare for release! Steady! She's away! Running!
Arken Age is a virtual reality action-adventure game developed by Vitruvius VR. Set in the Biochasm, a terraformed fantasy world created by the Grand Arborist, players engage in physics-based combat using Arcanite-infused swords and guns. The game emphasizes exploration, allowing players to traverse densely filled environments under siege by Hyperion's neural corruption. Key features include full-body virtual reality integration, enabling actions such as jumping, climbing, and swimming, as well as a crafting system for creating custom weaponry and items. The narrative immerses players in the culture of the Nara alien race, uncovering secrets of the Grand Arborist and the Celestial Custodian. Epic boss fights and an endless combat mode offer replayability beyond the main campaign. Assetto Corsa EVO is the forthcoming installment in the acclaimed racing simulation series developed by Kunos Simulazioni and published by 505 Games. Building upon the foundation of its predecessors, EVO introduces a proprietary engine designed to enhance realism and performance. The game features an extensive roster of vehicles, including road cars, classics, hypercars, and race cars, each meticulously modeled to reflect their real-world counterparts. Tracks are recreated using advanced laser scanning technology, ensuring precise representations of iconic racing circuits. New gameplay elements include dynamic weather conditions, a full day-night cycle, and the possibility of free roam environments, offering players a comprehensive and immersive driving experience. Project Tower is an upcoming third-person shooter developed by Yummy Games. Set in a science fiction universe, the narrative centers on humanity's struggle against the Hicks, an alien race that has invaded Earth and captured human survivors. Players assume the role of an inmate forced to fight through the titular tower, utilizing a unique morphing mechanic that allows them to transform into enemies to gain new abilities. The game combines bullet hell combat with action-adventure elements, drawing inspiration from titles like Returnal, Uncharted, and Remnant 2. Orcs Must Die. Deathtrap is the latest installment in the acclaimed action tower defense series developed by Robot Entertainment. This entry introduces a 4-player cooperative mode, allowing teams to strategize and deploy traps against relentless orc hordes. Players can choose from 6 unique war mages, each with distinct abilities and traps, enabling diverse playstyles and team synergies. The game incorporates roguelite progression, offering randomized buffs and debuffs that affect heroes, traps, and environments, enhancing replayability.
Each one of them's got their own special war mage powers. Like this. Or this. Whoa! Look at that! They even have their own unique weapons and traps. But as you can see, it's not just one trap they're working with. It's a whole lot of traps. They even get to make themselves stronger during missions. How much more powerful can 1 to 4 war mages get? And once the dirty work is done, these brave warriors relax in the safety of the Order Fortress. Here you can buy and upgrade traps, improve your weapons and abilities,